Okay, we are live. So, just to please Steve, because he was a bit upset last time I didn't do this. Konnichiwa, tubers of YouTube. He loves it. He loves it.
That always gets me, dude. Honestly, always
It does.
gets me. I think we might be a little bit behind on YouTube, are we?
A little bit behind?
Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look. 2 seconds. Let me try a little look a minute.
I can't see
it. Saying live.
Saying live now, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, should I do that again, just in case nobody saw it? Konnichiwa, tubers of YouTube. Welcome. Yeah, okay, I can see the viewer count up now, so we're definitely live. Yeah, Interghost and Nathan's Gaming is in the house. So hello to you both. Hope you're having a good evening. Hope everyone's right.
He's Adam and Nate. All right, lads, how was it?
So big game Al as well.
He is. Oh, Planet Retro.
Wow. Cooper's World, Mark Vassal, the gamer. Hey guys, how you all doing? Good old Dino plays. Okay, so before we start this live stream properly, Steve, I just want to make sure of one thing.
What about?
Do you have any anniversaries tonight?
No, not tonight. Not tonight.
Because yeah, he missed the last stream because he forgot it was his anniversary, guys. So
keep it down. You can hear you mind.
Oh, which was well worth it, of course.
Yeah.
We've also got walk in the car in the room. Well, not in the room. That'd be a bit weird.
What do you say, Ed?
I said you've got walk in the car in the room, and I said, well, not in the room because that would be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Oh, I'm hoping my internet's better tonight as well. I'm hoping I don't crash out because I changed the internet providers.
Oh, dear.
So, fingers crossed, we'll be all right.
Indeed. Before we get onto the topics and introduce our two special guests, I just wanted to give a shout out to Nathan and Darren for the horror live stream. I really enjoyed that of you guys last time. It was great fun, so thanks very much, and we'll definitely do that again.
Oh, before you move on, fucking Cannibal Holocaust. Have you watched that yet?
Oh, no, I haven't, but I've read up on it.
For free. Right, went and bought it off eBay.
It's on where for free?
I went and bought it off eBay.
Yeah.
We watched it, right? Me and my missus, she was like, what the fucking hell is this? Honestly, it's shock value. Like I said, there's one part in there with a turtle, and it turned my stomach a bit, like I felt.
Yeah, I think Walk in the Car mentioned that last time. Steve, we've also got somebody in the stream that we know, in the comments, sorry.
Who's that, Matt?
Kelly Phillick. Hey, Kel, thanks for joining us. Kelly is someone we work with.
Well, she must be proud of you to watch us.
I know. It's because I posted a link in my Metropolis page. See, big mistake, but
I can't see the comments on you. I have to keep looking at this.
Okay.
Don't think I can see one.
Yeah, Nathan said it was a good live chat. A good live chat with Matt. Cannibal Holocaust is a class movie.
God, I don't know. I have to disagree with you on that one. I think Nate. Well, I'm Dainster's in.
Yeah, even Dainster. Actually, big shout out to Dainster, because if it wasn't for him, me and Steve, I don't think would be doing these live streams together at the moment. So, cheers, Dana. We really enjoyed being on live from lockdown, and yeah, I think I've got over my fear of live streams from that, and really enjoyed it, and we all had a great time. So, cheers. Thank you very much.
The winning thing, it was from our chat with Dainster when we was on, is that this come about anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially tonight's one.
Nathan, I'm always looking red, mate, so that's all it is. Okay, so tonight we just wanted to talk about our favorite childhood cartoon, TV show, films, and as of this afternoon, game shows. Isn't it right, Steve? Yeah.
Yes, but yes, game shows. You'll have to keep me updated on the chat, dude.
Okay. Well, this guy is in. You don't need to know that, really. Yeah.
Yeah, we were saying on the other stream I watched the other day. The amount of Steves now, it's on YouTube.
Gashead Steve, you,
Cooper's World.
Blank. Yeah.
Addy Sneaker Freak as well as Stephanie.
Yeah, there used to be another one years ago as well, but he doesn't do videos anymore. What's his name?
Steve 712, I think, was one.
Can't remember.
Yeah, Steve 712 was definitely one.
The Dead Don't Die is a good movie, guys. But is it your favorite childhood movie? That's what we want to know.
Ah, yes, good thinking.
Synergy 987.
I don't know if it's way too many. You can never have enough of us.
That's fine. Cooper's World agrees with you.
Hey, Steve, spell it right, but spell it right.
Anyway, should we get one of our guests on, Steve? So we don't lose
Don't want to keep on backstage all night.
No. So our first guest tonight is none other than, well, during this year, we like to go to a happy place. So tonight we are bringing you Goodwin's place.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. You know I'm cheesy. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
That was like a pretty sports life intro. That's straight onto the generation game for Steve, that one. No, guys. I don't know how this is going to go. I've been playing around with some new kit today as well, so I'm going to treat you with some delights as we're going through this, I think. So, yeah, be a bit of fun anyway. You okay?
Yes, but yeah.
All good, all good. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Just come off of leave-in drinks for my boss. So I've had a couple of cans already, and I'm halfway through mixing with a can of Brewdog and a cup of tea, which is a perfect combination.
Anything can happen on this live stream.
Well, probably will as well.
Yeah.
No doubt Steve within seconds anyway.
Nathan's favorite childhood movie is probably Ninja Turtles 1 and 2. That's more than one movie, Nate.
Oh.
There you go. We currently got 4 Welshmen on screen.
Oh,
Dav, I have to get you on here one day. It'd be great to talk to you.
Yes, man, he's only 5 minutes up the road from me.
Well, there you go. Go and grab now.
Nah,
I know there's like lockdown restrictions, but I think we can. There, slide. There you go. Kelly's got a message for you there, Steve.
Yeah. We're taking over this. Taking over. Right. We definitely need subtitles tonight.
I know. Yeah, if you want us to repeat anything anytime, just leave a comment and we'll get to that. Okay, so we do have another guest who is not Welsh. So we did kind of have second thoughts about inviting him on the show. It's not even a show, it's a live stream. What am I on about? He's reclaiming his retro past, which is good because we're going to be talking about that very shortly. It is Retro Reclaimer.
Hello.
And Mrs. Retro Reclaimer. Hello.
Let me just say hello to you. Sorry.
Hi. Long time no see. How you doing?
Okay, I've got no idea what anyone's saying. Everyone's speaking a different language, so I thought I'd come in just so people can understand something that's said. So,
You're the one down in the corner doing all this, a sign language thing.
Yeah. It's almost the start of a joke, isn't it? 3 Welsh and 1 Englishman.
Yeah, this is why we invited you on your trap now. Right, so we are here obviously to talk about our favourites, but people are going wild in the comments with some of these. So Big Trouble in Little China, that is a great film.
Not bad.
Dad's and gaming, they're in the house. So good evening, how are you doing? Mark Blaster enjoyed Batman from 1989.
Yeah.
And Kieran, your biggest fan, is here as well.
Yay!
In fact, he's not that big. As we found out in Arcade Club.
Favorite childhood film was either Willow or Pinocchio.
Oh, Willow was amazing.
Yeah, Steve will love you for that.
Do you know, have you heard the news that Willow's the TV series is being filmed in Wales? So I knew about 12 months ago when Lucasfilms were pitching out to different destinations and things. I can say this now because it's not confidential anymore. But I worked on it with the team to get them into Wales.
Yeah.
And I was just desperate that they came here. One, I work in tourism, so anything like this and getting big TV films, productions into Wales is massive. So Game of Thrones has done huge things for all the destinations where that was filmed. Lord of the Rings over in New Zealand. And I just can't wait for Willow to be filmed here. It's going to be amazing.
Do we know where to in Wales?
It'll be, because the first film had a scene in Wales. One of the forest scenes was in Wales, and I don't know where it was. But this is going to be in multiple, obviously, forest locations and locations, mountains and things. They use some studio space as well. But it's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
Well, we've definitely got plenty of forestry, haven't we, for sure, and hills.
We'll have a look at that.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I love that.
We will get to talk about our favourites in a minute. I'll try not to miss all these comments going up. Mary Poppins. That's not one I hear come up often.
Who mentioned about the 89 Batman?
I think it might be Mark Blaster or something on. That was Mark Blaster. The game.
Quick question before we start. Who's your favourite Batman?
Adam West.
Yeah.
George Clooney.
Just love the Adam West ones.
Classic. Camp as hell, but classic.
Yeah.
You got the outfit as well, haven't you?
Yeah, what? I've got the outfit. Who knows?
Sure,
Okay,
got the pants.
Let me try and clear that comment now. Right, we're back. So, as everyone's talking about favorite childhood film, do you guys want to start with your favorite childhood film?
Yeah.
Yeah? Should we go that way?
Come on then.
Right. Who would like to start? I'll offer it out.
One of them two down the bottom.
Okay, should we go for the non-Welsh person so it's not biased? Okay.
Yeah, they can't call us racist, then.
Yeah. Go on, Retro Reclaimer, what is your favourite childhood film? This is probably from last week, mate. So.
Yeah. Favourite childhood film? Jurassic Park, original one. So, obviously that was released 91. I was born 92, so I think it was released 91 or 2, was it? It's the same age as me. But yeah, as a kid, I used to get terrified. I always remembered the when T-Rex comes out to eat the goat, and the goat's leg ends up on roof, but it's a glass roof, and I used to shit it and leg it to my mum. But as I got older, I obviously I must have watched it 1,000 times, that film. But even now, I probably know it word for word all the way through. So my missus gets pretty peed off with me with that. But yeah, definitely that one, the original first.
What do you think?
I gotta agree with you. I love that film.
What do you think of the newer series on it, Jurassic World and things like that? You like them?
Yeah, I enjoyed Jurassic World. The second one, I wasn't really enjoying it that much, and then I quite liked the ending. Like the last 5 minutes, I thought was really good, just for the future of Jurassic World. And I think the title was really good. So it's called Jurassic World Extinction, or what was it called? That one, is that right? Yeah,
I think it's called that. Yeah.
And you're thinking it's extinction of the dinosaurs on Isla Nublar because of the volcano, but it turns out that it's more extinction of human race because of what's happened. And I just thought that was a good little clicky moment at the end. But yeah, I enjoy them all. I don't think there's one Jurassic Park / World film I've not enjoyed. But the only thing I don't like so much about the new stuff is, obviously same with any other newish film, is all the CGI. I like the animatronics that were used in the originals, so makes it a lot like that T-Rex from Jurassic Park 1 is scary, whereas yeah, the cartoony looking ones aren't as bad. But,
have you watched the new animated series?
no, I've not watched that.
Is it on Netflix? It's on one of them. I binge watched the whole thing. It's really good. It's like a kids' TV series. Obviously, it's not aimed at. Well, it probably is aimed at her. But it's about like I think it's called Camp Crustaceous or something like that. It's about like a group of kids who have been selected to come and go to this camp on one of the islands, and it's set. It reveals it halfway through. It's set in between the films, so really good. It's for proper fans. It's like almost to the quality of like the Star Wars cartoons and things. For the Star Wars fans that love them, it's into that level for Jurassic Park. They're really good.
Yeah, they're worth a watch. They're always good, those linking series and films and stuff. So obviously Star Wars is really big for it at the moment. But I watched that. There was, I think it was called Camp. There was like a 10-minute video where there's a guy, well, a family and some caravans, and up dinosaurs come charging in, and I can't remember. I think that was a bit of a fan video ready for the film coming out, but obviously COVID put a stop to that, didn't it? So
did it just? Okay, so as we're talking about Jurassic Park, Gilnaldino Plays has said Jurassic Park 3 is time in my life I'll never get back. Have you guys seen Jurassic Park 3, and what did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Again, not as good as the first two, so I'll give him that, but I think it's still worth a watch. That kid, Eric, he's a bit annoying, but as a kid, if you're watching that, if you're younger, again, that was, I want to say 2000 that came out, 2001 or something. So again, I was quite young, so I enjoyed it more so as a child. But yeah, I still think it's good. I mean, Sam Neill's in it, innit? So.
I think the third one is one of them ones. It just didn't have to be made. I think I could have just left it with the first two. I think that would have been perfect.
It's all about that. Many franchises. I loved the first Jurassic Park film, and then I also loved the first Jurassic World film. I've watched those two multiple times. Really enjoyed those. The third one, good, but not as great as the first two, like you just said.
What was the new Jurassic Park called? Not the second one, the first one, like the remake. Was it just Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Jurassic World.
Yeah,
like
Jurassic World.
The throwbacks they had to the original in that, didn't they? Like when they was in like when that one big room, they got the dinosaur bones and that in the first one. And like the big banner on the top.
Oh right, yeah. So when dinosaurs ruled the earth, and at the end of the first one, that the T-Rex is doing its thing, shouting at someone, and it drops, doesn't it?
That's right.
And then he uses that for a torch. It soaks it in some sort of fuel and uses it as a torch. Yeah, it's pretty good when they do that with films. So
yeah, I like that.
And the ghost saying, "How about the crap when they had speaking raptors?" Oh dear. Wasn't the idea but about like having a human kind of raptor hybrid and stuff? And
I remember reading the scripts for this.
Say again, Steve?
Would this something to do with DNA?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, splicing them or something, and
I think it was again that same idea of using dinosaurs for military use, and I remember looking into it. This was way before Jurassic World came out, but it read something along the lines of again a volcano was erupting, so that was always going to happen, but the dinosaurs were mutated a bit and worked differently with genetics, and they stood upright and held rifles, and it would have been ridiculous. But thankfully that never happened.
Gorilla Entertainment has said, "Are we going to see Matt Man and Welsh Warrior Steve Christmas special video?" Well, wait and see what Santa brings you.
We're at Adam West costume, man, can't you?
I haven't got an Adam West costume. It would be awesome, though. I would do it. I'll set up a Patreon. Yeah, no, fund it. Craig, do you want to go with your favorite childhood film?
Okay. Well, I'm playing around with this piece of kit today. I'm going to test this out and see if it works. So I've done a runner-up and then a final film. So my runner-up film. Goonies.
Yes.
You can't fault Goonies. Everyone's got to have Goonies in their top 10 films. It's just that family classic, isn't it? It's just I agree. Film, and it's your feel-good film. And then my actual selection, Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
Best of the three, and I'm glad they haven't gone back to it at all just to do it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
So, it's classic film. It's one of the best films, I think. It's one of those ones that, same as Kieran said earlier, you can watch it over and over and not get bored of it. So, those are my top two, and that was quite hard to get down to two, actually, because you start thinking around films, and then things like Willow, like you mentioned earlier, you think of that, and you're like, oh, what up with this? Then you go through, look through your shelves or something else, and you're like, oh, but that and this and that, and you're like, shit. But you've got to pick that one I think you keep going back to, haven't you?
That's right, and I'm going with one I watch. Well, the one I watch more now that I keep constantly watching.
Yeah.
I will agree with that. Back to the Future 2 is my favourite as well.
Yeah. It's
not my
favorite one. It is. And again, I think, and I know a lot of people disagree with this, but 3, similar to me for Jurassic Park, I don't think 3 was absolutely needed. It was a bit okay. It's a good story and it's a good film, but again, it was a bit like they could have stopped at 2 and then everyone would have been happy. But I think it was all, this is a trilogy, and everyone was obsessed about having a trilogy, and they had to do it. And I think they could have done something slightly different with it, but it was good, but not as good as the first 2, I think.
I think it would have been perfect as well. No, like when Doc Brown went back to the West. I think if they had just left it like that, no, when was it lightning at the
and the end and everything.
Yeah, I think that would have been perfect. I would have.
So I think I'm going to watch these films again now this Christmas, this season. I'm in that kind of mood for feel-good films, and Back to the Future, I think, is one of those. Has anybody seen Short Circuit?
Yes.
I'm looking at it.
Kieran's looking confused there.
I've never heard of it. I may have watched it, but I don't know.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Yeah. God. There it is.
There you go.
This is one of my other ones, which I didn't pick.
I picked that up the other day.
Great film.
I can't stand that film, Labyrinth.
You are?
It's my missus' favourite film, that, and she makes me watch it all the time. It's not for me.
Go and get her and tell her you got to sing the song.
I'll try.
That would be YouTube gold coming right up.
Do you remember that song?
Which song? From Labyrinth?
Labyrinth.
Oh, I know which one you mean.
David Bowie. The Dance Magic Dance.
Yeah. And there's a part in it.
Right, I know which song you mean.
You see when he does that halfway through? Because obviously that film was powered by cocaine.
Talking about...
And halfway through it, he's singing it. It's not how it's known.
I know that song.
Oh, here she goes. Good evening. How are you doing, Shauna?
Hi.
You okay?
I'm just going to let you know I'm not going to sing right now.
Basically,
it's definitely my favourite one.
Basically, Kieran said you'd come on to the live stream and sing a song for us from Labyrinth.
Dance, magic, dance, magic, dance. There you go.
Well, thanks, Dax. I didn't think you'd actually do it, so that's awesome.
I've made you eye, and that's all that matters. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, it's brilliant.
See? Like a few seconds, and she's already more popular than Retro Reclaimer there, so... Oh, we got mini Retro Reclaimer as well.
I don't know if that's too hard to beat.
Oscar's the star of the show, isn't he?
He is. I gotta be honest, the person who introduced me to Short Circuit is actually Kelly Fullock. We used to work together in the same office where I met Steve as well, the plonker. And she said, "Oh, you've never seen Short Circuit?" And Kelly, did you lend it to me on VHS or something, or DVD? I can't remember. Let me know in the comments. And yes, Flight of the Navigator, absolutely awesome.
Oh,
another
great story about that.
Flight of the Navigator and Starfighter.
Once to God, right? No word of a lie. I was in work the one day. My missus phoned me and said, "Oh, you better come home from work." I said, "Why?" She said, "Oh, Tyler's been sent home. He's having issues." I said, "What the fuck do you mean he's having issues?" I said, "He's hearing voices." I thought, "Oh, fuck now. We're going to have to fucking take you to an exorcist or something." So I got home and she went, she said, you prick. She said, "It's your fault." I said, "Why?" She said, "You let him watch Flight of the Navigator the night before." I said, "What the fuck's Flight of the Navigator got to do with it?" "Well, no, when the spaceship is talking to him."
Yeah.
He was in school, thinking of the film, thinking it was something talking to him. Told the teacher he could hear voices. They wanted us to take him to a fucking psychiatrist and that.
Oh, man.
Too bad is, honestly.
I could understand if you said you watched like The Exorcist or something, but
And because the teacher never heard of this film, we had like assured her that it was like a PG film and all that. That it wasn't no like an 18 or anything.
how old was he then?
He was about 9, 8, 9.
Right. Steve, do you want to go for it?
My turns, eh?
Yeah.
Well, my one have already been mentioned.
The beginning of W.
No, it's not a game.
No, it is a game, but it's also a film. What I'm thinking of.
Oh, you don't know Willow. No, mine is
Big Trouble in Little China.
absolute fantastic look. They said so many brilliant one-liners in it. So that I watch this a couple of times a year. Absolutely brilliant. And in the WhatsApp group we did, John Retro Kits showed these metal things he's been picking up, like little what do you call them? Like little arcade things, metal. And I ordered one of them. Come back yesterday. Brilliant it is. Only like a £5. Like I said, little film posters. I said, I love that film. Everything about that is proper 80s. Honestly, that film is absolute brilliant. And you've seen that, haven't you? We've all seen Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously,
I think Kieran's only good at 2 films tonight so far.
I'll have to look out for that one on.
There's dinosaurs in it. You like it?
Oh, is there? Yeah, I'll have to have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's absolute fantastic. Well, that's when he got no Raiden in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's fucking Kieran, you've got to watch that. It's been brilliant. It's 80s gold, but it still holds up well today.
I'll have to have a look in classics section.
God, old Jack Burton.
It's one of those films I've never picked up on VHS either. It's one of those ones I'd pick up straight away on VHS. I'd love that.
Yeah.
And it's endorsed by Gashead Steve as well, so it's got to be good.
Oh, everyone who's seen it loves it. Absolutely brilliant.
Apart from Interghost. Controversial.
Adam. Who do have good taste? God. Brilliant.
Oh, man. Okay, I guess it's my turn then. After hearing all your picks, I wish I'd gone for something a bit better, but I thought if we're talking childhood and something I've watched over and over... Actually, you're half right. Originally, I was going to go for Muppet Treasure Island because I absolutely adore that film. That's my feel-good film. If I ever have a bad day at work, whatever, which has been several this year, I could go home, watch that, and it just takes it all away. It's awesome. But one of the films I did used to watch, Kieran, back then, is the third film in the Three Ninjas series, which is Three Ninjas Kick Back. This is the one where they went to Japan to train and enter tournaments. And if you've ever seen a Three Ninjas film, as a kid watching it with Three Ninja Brothers, Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum, absolutely awesome. Love it. And I can still watch this today and just like it as much as I did when I was a kid. That's why I chose this one today, because it's still got that feeling. So it's rare films that to you, but it definitely agree with all yours. Definitely.
How many films are in that series?
There was 4. The first one I've got the poster of up there.
Wasn't there one with Hulk Hogan in?
Hulk Hogan's the one with High Noon on Mega Mountain. That's not the best one. That's probably the worst. I'd say that was the best. Then Three Ninjas, then Knuckle Up, and then High Noon on Mega Mountain. But as a kid, I've lost count of how many times I've seen those films. Probably the only film I've seen more than Three Ninjas and Muppet Treasure Island would be Muppet Christmas Carol, which I'll be watching this year yet again. So,
when did they come out, Matt? What year were they? Because I remember seeing one of them, but I think the rest of them.
I think it was 90, 92, and 94, around there, approximately.
Did they come out over here? Or was it just American? Was that what you said once on a video about it? Did we get a release?
Over here, yeah. It's like in cinemas, on TV. I'm sure Shock 16 actually went to see Three Ninjas in the cinema. So if he's in a live stream somewhere, he can confirm that, or Gashead Steve and Integos might be able to confirm that for him. Sean, a great gamer, says Three Ninjas is awesome. I totally agree with you.
Yeah. It's going to be a feel-good film, isn't it?
Right. Colin, get out of the stream.
Oh, Craig, got a question for you. You might remember this one. Do you remember a film called The Dirt Bike Kid?
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. No?
The BMX Bandits as well.
BMX Nicole Kidman.
Amazing film. Again, a couple of those films I'd love to have on VHS and just on the shelf in the collection.
No BMX Bandits. Don't watch it now. If you liked it back in the day, don't watch it now. It'll spoil it for you. I love BMX Bandits. I used to remember I used to go down the street trying to stand on the frame.
Yeah.
I was never brave enough to take my hands off the handlebars.
Oh dear.
God, but it's hard to watch now.
I bet, yeah.
Even with nostalgia for it.
Beast Adam Amigo Old School says, good evening, by the way. Beastmaster, not a some heard of film. Has anyone heard of Beastmaster?
Yeah, in it. Oh, there's a bird
I know
in it.
Point asking you.
There's a bird and eagle in it. She would have something to do like a bird and an eagle.
Bird and eagle.
I know I've seen it, but I can't remember it.
I'm the same. It's one of those blurred memories of.
Yeah. There's not many films I haven't seen. Just trying to remember them.
Beastmaster reminds me around that Schwarzenegger type era, Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone era, all those types of came out.
It might have been a little bit, I think it was about like 84, 85, and if I remember right, on the cover, there's like a guy, he's sort of like bare-chested, or got like a little top on or something, he's got like a bird with him. I'm sure.
Like a golden man.
Sure there's something like that. I think about something else. Yeah, eagle, yeah. I know it was something like that.
Gashead's good for some things.
You wait till you bump into him, he'll have you.
Get about me several times. Hang on, that sounds wrong. I'm not going to even go there. Evening Go, thanks for joining us. It's talking about our favourite childhood TV shows, cartoons, and films. Should we go in the opposite order now? Steve, what category do you want next? Cartoon, TV show, or game show?
I think we'll do TV show.
Okay.
I got 3 dimension here. One, what I'm going to say is my favourite thing ever. Like, I'll say that first. I absolutely love this. It was from my childhood, but it went right the way through to my 20s. And it's set in London.
Right.
About 2 brothers. There was originally a granddad in it and then an uncle.
Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, I only got the series 1 to 7. I got to get the damn special ones. Absolute best thing ever. Best thing ever. If I only had to watch or play or listen to one thing for the rest of my life, it'd be Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it, but I'm not going to pick it as my childhood because it went right the way through. You know what I mean? So I'd like to give an honourable mention to that. And the favourite one from the 80s that I own is Alf.
Nice.
Going to give that, but my favourite one, if you can guess it, right? So in 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to a military prison for a crime they didn't commit.
No way. That's
Anyone
terrible.
got it?
18?
18.
18. I love the 18. Honestly, fantastic.
Hang on, can I just stop you there a minute and ask Kieran, do you know any of those shows?
I know A-Team, and I know that Only Fools and Horses.
Only Fools and Horses.
But I've never. I think I've watched 2 episodes of Only Fools and Horses. Everyone's always spoke about it, but it's not my scene, to be honest.
Put them out.
Racist. but no. What was that last one? A-Team. I really enjoyed the A-Team film. Do you know, with Arnie in it and Sylvester Stallone. Was it? No, Harrison Ford was in it, I think. Yeah, Harrison Ford. This is like a later. A film came out.
I never watched it.
You think of Bradley Cooper and Liam Neeson?
No.
They were in the 80s, weren't they?
That was a recent one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, really? I'm sure there's one with Harrison Ford.
You think of the Expendables with Arnie and Stallone?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I might be actually. I know BA don't want to get on that plane, does he? So.
Gladiators. Did anyone used to watch Gladiators on a Saturday night? I think it was a Saturday night.
But here's a question for you. Who's your favourite gladiator?
Ooh.
No, what was it? Oh, Jet.
Yeah.
I can't remember them all.
God, you only remember one? Only one we can remember.
I couldn't remember if Jet was the hot one or if it was Lightning.
Oh yeah, I'll give you one.
There you go. I met Cobra once. He came around to our schools in comprehensive to show us some of his like athletic moves, I guess, and then we had photos of him and stuff. So
he was from Philly, wasn't he, Cobra?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he still owns a gym there. Perhaps.
Probably, yeah.
I think I drove past it.
I haven't gone in there then.
Cobra Kai.
I guess. Cobra Kai. Oh,
Cobra Kai. Have you watched that as well? Sorry, this is taking us into the newer era. So
God, I love it. I love it.
Brilliant. And then Cobra Kai. Total cheese fest was amazing. I loved it.
Oh, and a proper 80s. Absolutely love it.
And it's that side of the story, isn't it? It's the other story of Karate Kid. It's the Sith side.
yeah. But nobody shows it on the one with Johnny. And like he says, well, no, it wasn't me. It was you that started all this. And then when it showed at the events, you could see perhaps he wasn't actually bullying. He was he was the one getting wronged.
I know.
Yeah, Gladiators is a UK show, just to confirm that. Did they do American version as well?
Yeah. American Gladiators.
Yeah.
I think that was
they first, didn't they?
Probably.
We had
in the house as well. Lampshade. It might be referring to my Fine lamp. I think a lampshade. Might not be.
It was like an Olympic event on steroids, wasn't it? It was just like the big, most pumped up people and make them take down your average athlete. Yeah. The outfits that they wore compared to the outfits the contestants wore, it was just like just an embarrassment from day one.
Well, we had a PE teacher in school with us, and he was massive, no all A. And he applied to go on it, and they wouldn't let him go on it because he was too big, apparently.
You'd win.
Honest God, he was massive, no like all in like bodybuilding stuff and that.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't let him go on it because he was too big. So that's what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but I suppose they wouldn't really want to be belittled by contestants, would they?
Yeah, exactly.
Craig, do you want to tell us your favourite childhood TV show?
Right, I've got another button for these. So
I'm enjoying this. This is like, taking up a notch.
I haven't gone into TV shows. I should have gone into the TV series like Cheers and things like that. I remember watching those. Do you know when they were like adult, aimed at adults, but you watched them when you were younger and you stayed up late to watch them? I think Cheers.
What kind of TV shows are you going to mention now? I mean, this is pre-Watershed, so.
Channel 5 late at night. But this is not it is a bit of a cop-out, but it isn't a cop-out because it's gaming related. But Game Master is just one of those classics, and then it was just there throughout a lot of your childhood. And I think I watched the earlier ones more than anything else. And then probably a little bit as it went on later and later, it didn't appeal as much. I don't know what year it carried on until. And it now is, I think there's a massive gap in that market, and I think they should come back with something. But I don't know whether they would be at the right audience now, because I think it would probably be just Fortnite battles and things rather than anything else. But that's not my series. So I went with a series which, for me, summed up my childhood from about 14 to 16. Is that childhood still, or still almost teenage in there? And this is one that I've shown a couple of people. I know a couple of guys have got this series. So this is Guyver, which is an anime series. So it's a manga TV series, and it came out on this first series of it came out on 12 VHS videos. You have to buy them monthly, and I remember going to Cardiff every month to buy them. Now you see, either go to HMV or Virgin Megastore. Remember when Virgin was up in the Capital Centre?
Yeah, I used to love that shop. I could spend an hour in there.
Yeah, and then you'd have a listening room and everything else. You could listen to the music and everything in there. And I used to spend ages in there just looking through all the videos and everything. And I remember going in there and buying them every month, or either there or the HMV further down in town. And I remember when I got to, I must have been about 14, 15, because one of the episodes, I think, is a 16 rated or a 15. And they wouldn't sell it to me. I had to get my mum to come in and buy it for me. So, yeah, we absolutely love those series. And I recently bought them back on VHS, because I remember I swapped all of them. At the time, it was a deal. I swapped them years ago for the Sega Saturn. And swapped it with my brother-in-law. And then he ended up selling them on, and I kept the Sega Saturn for a while. And I've always wanted the videos back, so I bought them on eBay about probably 6 months ago. And I watched them straight away.
So, let me ask you, watching it now, my age, like 33, is it worth watching it, Guyver?
Yeah. It's one of those anime series, I think. It's not like it's, I don't know, it's not aged in any way, as in the storyline to it wouldn't change massively if they were to do it again now, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's typical anime, manga style animation, and I don't think it's terrible to watch as a first time through. It's a good series to watch.
It's one I've seen advertised quite often, but I've never actually looked into it. So now you've mentioned it.
Yeah, do it.
Nightmare. Did anyone watch Nightmare? Yeah.
Nightmare
and one of the ones I was going to think about today, because that's a family favorite type of thing of watching Crystal Maze years ago. I can't watch the new ones. They're not. It's just weird compared to how it used to be. But
when I think of Crystal Maze, I always think of Richard O'Brien.
Yeah. You should sing and talk to his mum all the time, and it was a bit weird, wasn't he? But it was good.
God, I used to love Nightmare. I remember come home from school, I should have a bit of grub, sit down, watch Nightmare. I used to be like so realistic. And now you go back and watch it, it looks it's just all green screen, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's still brilliant to watch.
As a kid, I used to wonder like how they did it all.
I'll put it on now and I'll watch like 3, 4, 5 episodes without moving. It's absolutely still brilliant to watch now.
What was the other one that had like a giant plant that talked? Do you remember that? It was similar to Nightmare. You had to go through a course and everything else, but it had a giant plant that talked to you and everything. It was really weird.
I don't remember that one. Was it around the same time as Nightmare?
Yeah. Probably wasn't as popular as Nightmare at the time.
Yeah. Can't remember that.
I did used to get frustrated watching Nightmare sometimes because, you know, like you got one person in the helmet they can't see, and then his friends or her friends are telling them where to go. And like I'd be shouting at the screen going, no, it's not, don't say left, it's right, and duck and stuff like that. But it's like, damn, I think I would be good at that game. I've got good coordination. I give myself that.
So a couple of strong bows.
Right, Kieran, do you want us to bring us back to your world and talk about your favorite TV show?
I'd never heard of Nightmare, but TV show. I used to only really watch TV in the morning before I went to school, and it was just like cartoons and whatever. But if I did watch some sort of TV in the evening, Crystal Maze was one I always watched. That was always coming on. But I liked all those sort of game shows like that. But the best one was Fort Boyard. I don't know if any of you know of that one.
I think, yeah.
It's got the guy. Is it Dirty Dennis called from EastEnders? He was a host of it, but it's like it's like a fort in the ocean somewhere, and it's just there's a game show go through there. We used to watch all the time. At the end, you get as many. Was it? They had to collect something, but that gave them time to gather loads of coins from this like well thing, and they've got to get out before tigers get let out. Even though the tigers never came out from it, but no one ever got trapped in there. But that was Fort Boyard was like one of my favourite ones to watch. But other than that, it was just like comedy stuff. So Mr. Bean. Well, even now I can't get enough of like the old classic Mr. Bean. Just hilarious. Absolutely, I love that humour.
He was brilliant for Atkinson. Everything he done was spot on. It's like Johnny English. Oh my god, it's just it's just incredible at just making you laugh.
When you watched Fort Boyard, was that on Challenge TV?
I think it was, Challenge. Sounds about right. Takeshi's Castle and all those ones I used to really enjoy. But Takeshi's Castle was really fun. But just because watching people just get annihilated on different, running through into them doors and they just it's a solid wall.
Your video game now, isn't it? Fall Guys. I was just a couple of months ago. You have like a level, it's like kind of Takeshi's Castle. We like have 60 players online, and one of the game show episode level things are to run through the doors, and obviously some you can just break through, and others just whacking right back to the floor. So, bit of a revelation here. Steve, you've had a secret for all these years. Do you want to finally admit that you are a voice actor and a star of a very popular kids show?
Only one voice I done, and I was Naughty Norman Price.
Oh, crap.
And Tonna Pandy. I'm looking for... Sorry, Q, can you finish on that bit now? Or
All good. Right. I don't watch much TV.
Okay, so one of my favourite TV shows as a kid to watch has already been mentioned. And I'm gonna reveal it right by here. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mark Glass has mentioned it, so I'm gonna highlight his comment there. Absolutely friggin' loved this as a kid. Was a bit obsessed with it. I would spend my primary school days daydreaming I was a Power Ranger and using my watch as a communicator. Nothing like a communicator. But at least the first 3 seasons, the classic series, anyway, absolutely love this. if you've seen my Nice Kid series, you know I've collected I've still got my childhood toys, Power Rangers, Megazords. Just absolutely loved it. Loved everything about it. I know they've got 20 to 30 odd series now, so it's gone crazy. The last series I watched properly was Turbo, and I was getting a bit too old then, a bit in comprehensive school, grew out of it. But yeah, still go back to it. Well, I say still go back to it now. I've still got nostalgia for it. I can't watch it now. I did watch an episode on Netflix. I tried it several months ago. I was like, I used to watch this. But yeah, as a child, it's absolutely awesome. So Kieran, you know Power Rangers, right?
Yeah, I watched Power Rangers as a child and really enjoyed it, but I didn't watch it religiously. Like my older brother used to love Power Rangers, but I enjoyed it. But mainly the film, the first film that they brought out. But as I've seen it on Netflix, and this is within the last year or two, I thought I'm going to watch them all and go through them, and really enjoyed them. So quite the opposite to you, I was thinking this, how fast paced it is, and it was just. Yeah. But really good. I was watching it with Oscar as well, but no, I really enjoyed it. So not so much as a kid, but more as an adult. But,
I think we've lost Goodwin's places. No, he's back. He's back.
There's a really good on Netflix. Just sticking with Power Rangers. There's a film. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's the what are they called? Not the Samurai Guys. I don't know. I forget what series it is, but they get them all back. All the old Power Rangers all come back, and Tommy's there at the end in his green.
Megaforce.
Yeah, Megaforce. That's the one. It's Megaforce. There's a big battle, like all aliens come in, but they get all the Power Rangers from from Mighty Morphin, Turbo, all the way up, and they all come on. But when you see them all, it's like a big build up. But then at the end,
But even more recently than that, they've brought Jason back as the original Red Ranger against a new version of Goldar from the original.
Yeah, I've just watched your video actually where you mentioned that. Was it today or yesterday or something?
Yeah, a few days ago.
A few days ago, yeah, Power Ranger video.
I think I've only ever seen a couple of the first series. I've never really been a massive Power Rangers fan. It's one of those ones that it's always been around. It's always been there, and I think I watched the first couple of them when they first came out years ago, and then that was it. I've never really got into it.
I guess you guys are a bit older, maybe. Steve?
It's got to be the Pink Ranger, haven't it? I can't see the chat. I started to go have a little look, and all I could see was Pink Ranger, Pink Ranger, Pink Ranger.
The music, the intros for each one, though, the music were fantastic from all. If you watch
Rangers,
they were all good.
I used to watch it on Saturday mornings, but it was it must have been about 94, 95, was it come out?
Yeah, that's exactly actually. I think it's spot on.
You know what it's like? You're around 14, 15, you've started drinking. I used to wake up in the morning, I used to be lying in bed on a Saturday, used to be stewed and just be watching Power Rangers. And my nan used to come in, what are you watching this for? Do you mean you're 15 years of age, what are you watching this stuff for? And just because I couldn't move, I had a stinking hangover, I just lie there watching it.
One of my favourite Power Rangers, though, from the original series is actually Zack, the Black Power Ranger. Don't know why, I thought he was really cool. So yeah, Zack was always my favourite from the original MMPR.
He was always my favourite, the Black Ranger, but from the film. But it weren't Zack; it was the other guy.
Adam.
Adam. That's the one. He became the Black Ranger, didn't
he? Yeah, he did. And speaking of Adam, Interghost, his favourite Ranger is Ranger Smith. He was the Green Ranger in Yogi Bear.
Oh, brilliant!
Green Ranger fights UFC. Is that true? What's his name?
I think he's had 2 or 3 professional fights, has he?
And it Jason something?
Yeah, Jason David Frank.
Yeah, that's right. I've heard that, yeah.
I saw him at New York Comic Con, but his line was so big I didn't bother. But when he came out, all his fans were screaming and shouting, going crazy, and he was doing some weird kind of dance thing. I don't know what was going on. But I was actually speaking to Gillian Anderson, who plays Scully in X-Files at the time, And because he came out and we were interrupted, she was like, "What is going on?" And it was just one of those monumental moments that happened one in a lifetime. I was like, "Hello, I'm trying to talk to you." And yeah, that was crazy. Shock 16. Shocks, good evening. While you're here, can you confirm for me, did you go and see Three Ninjas in the cinema when it came out? I think we've had this conversation before. We mentioned it earlier. And Shocks is a frog, so...
It's a Black Ranger, isn't it? The Black Ranger, so when they get the new... what they're changing is a mammoth or whatever. No, he's not quite a mammoth, something else in it. Yeah. But it changes into a frog, doesn't he? And he's like, what a frog.
So many different versions now. It's crazy, isn't it?
I wonder if you've watched Power Rangers Dino Thunder. I think it's like 2007-ish. But that one there was 3 Rangers, so there were just a red, a blue, and a yellow, who was a girl. But then there was a Black Ranger who was Tommy. So Tommy came back into it, but at this point is a bit older. He was like a scientist or a doctor studying dinosaur bones or whatever. But he becomes the Black Ranger in that film.
Oh, dinosaur connection again, guys.
Which, yeah. But at that point, I didn't know that was the same Tommy from back when I was younger. But I always thought that'd be interesting for longer fans of the series. So.
Stuff like that, I always preferred Voltron. They were like all the robots to come together and that, and with the humans.
Yeah, Voltron.
I love Voltron.
That's like basically Power Rangers kind of ripped that off, I guess. Like Super Sentai, isn't it? And everything in Japan is known as.
Yeah.
A lot of people were talking about Visionaries in the comments, and that was a great one, wasn't it? I had the figures for Visionaries as well. I came across them in the boot sale a couple of months back. They were pretty cool.
That's one I should have.
And then my mate, he never gave me back, the bastard.
What's that?
Do you remember the figures when similar to Visionaries, like the hologram thing? It was called Supernaturals or Supernatural. Do you remember that? To come in at magazine, and you had like a ghost thing. It was a guy thing, right? Drop the front down, it'd be like an hologram in the middle. I'm sure it was like Supernatural. Supernatural, something like that. Because we used to have a shop when we was growing up, paper shop. It was I better not say what we used to call it because we politically incorrect now. Yeah, that's it. Supernaturals. New things I wouldn't know. But it was a shop like things that I mentioned a lot. Mr. What was his name? We used to call it something else paper shop. We used to have 2. We used to have Paul's paper shop and this other one. And this other one, on score, whatever you wanted, either. Sorry, I've not got subtitles on. You'd go up this other one, and whatever you wanted, he'd get in for you. And my mate used to order this Supernatural stuff in.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I think the Visionary ones were quite small, weren't they? They were similar to like Mask and things like that. They were the whatever.
Were they a bit smaller than E-Man? I think it was bigger than Mask, but a bit smaller than E-Man.
That's it, yeah.
They used to have like the flag things, didn't they? You know, like the flag with the banners, and it'd have the hologram in the banner.
Yeah. Kieran, for one time with you, I have no idea what they're talking about.
I'm still like thinking about Power Rangers, and he was a frog, he was a wolf.
He's got some dinosaurs, then.
Okay, so since we started talking about cartoons a bit, should we go on to favorite cartoon? I know this ought to be popular.
This is going to be hard. Very, very hard.
Well, I'm not going to go first because everyone knows what mine's going to be. So, who wants to go?
I got lots of buttons. Should I press my buttons and show you what?
Go for it. Go for it.
So we'll start off with. Can't fault it. He-Man was one of those series that I think was. I don't know when it started, but it was one of those ones that was just always around when you were little. And I just remember.
1980 or 81, I think.
Yeah, probably why then. I was born in 80, and I think it was just one of those series that I don't even know how many were made, but it was probably just repeated and repeated for the first like 10 years of my life. So that was there. I'll have a bit of Transformers in there as well. So Transformers G1 series was really, really like one of those ones you watched constantly as a kid as well. Thundercats.
Oh yeah.
Can't fault Thundercats. And you've seen the CGI that somebody's made recently. Well, over the last year or so. Absolutely amazing quality that they've done to it. And it's probably not perfect to the style and everything, but I just think I don't know whether the CGI remake of it would be popular or not, because I think you got quite a purist like audience to it. Oh, Bike and Mice from Mars was good. That was another one. That's another one where the figures are pretty good, and if you come across them in the boot sale, they're normally quite cheap because nobody knows what they bloody are.
Yeah, they come quite often as well if you go looking, especially at Comic Cons as well.
Then, do you remember the real Ghostbusters TV series? Absolute classic. Then I'm getting closer to my favourites then, so I'm getting into DuckTales.
The ones were brilliant, weren't they?
The original ones. So, have you seen the new ones? I haven't watched them yet.
I haven't seen them.
They're on Disney Plus, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't like the
I
style.
watched about 5 of those on Disney Plus. It's awesome.
Do you remember Bonkers?
What? Bonkers what?
Bonkers Cartoon Show. I'm sure that was Disney.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like a Bob Carter was a cop.
Yeah.
Once one time in Toontown, there's a cat that had it all.
Yeah, we're bonkers.
Bonkers. Review. Bonkers. That one. Sorry. Please don't leave the stream. I'll never do that again. I apologize.
Next.
Sorry, go on.
This is one that's going to be an appeal for some people.
That's a brilliant
Cities of Gold or something, isn't it?
Yeah. One of the best soundtracks ever. That's really good. But my top one is childhood TV shows. Gotta be Turtles. I obsessed with Turtles. I ended up selling all my figures. Well, I don't think I sold them. I think when I moved out my house, they were in like a toy box that had just been left with the spare room or whatever. I think as I had like nieces and nephews come over the house, they all slowly disappeared one by one. So I've only got Bebop left from all my figures. I had all of them.
Craig, have you seen the new ones you can get now?
Well,
Mankind and I get Bebop, Rocksteady. They come in like packs of 2. They're about 65 quid. They look brilliant.
They look awesome, don't they? They're proper cartoony versions.
There's Zavi in them as well. Zavi were doing like repacks them as well, weren't they?
Yeah. Brilliant.
I've been looking at them on eBay for ages. You can get like an original 89, I think it is, figure on card for about 60 quid for a decent collection one. So I will guess them at some point, but I want somewhere decent to display them. I'm not putting them up here.
Yeah. That's why well happy when my missus told me last year them E-Man ones.
Yeah.
Because I fucking loved them.
I think if it was a reproduction, I'd open it up. I'll open it up and have it on the shelf. But if it's one of the original ones, I'll probably keep it carded.
Yeah.
I haven't got many like childhood toys left over. I've only got a couple of things that have been knocking around. So I think if I had one of those, I'd respect it and keep it back in the card and keep it in the house somewhere. But the Turtles was just a TV series, I think. Again, and into the films. I think the films crossed over quite well. They didn't. The quality of the films was pretty good. And
which one did Corey Feldman play? Donatello played. Corey Feldman played one of the Turtles, didn't he? The original one. I think he played Donatello, I think.
That's news to me.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he played, definitely Corey Feldman played one of the Turtles in the original one.
I remember watching the first Turtles film on a dodgy VHS that my dad brought back from the States. My dad used to work on all the cruise ships and things, like the welder. And he used to go around the world, and I think he went to America and somebody was selling. Yeah, they must. I can't remember how, but we obviously were able to play it even if it was NTSC, and we watched it back and remember watching the dodgy copy of Turtles, and it was probably one of those ones you'd have to squint to see it because it was so like crap quality, copied about times over, proper bootleg, and yeah, but it was. I remember watching it there, and then obviously going to the cinema after that because it was before it came out in the UK.
Anybody watch Super Ted?
Yeah, I mentioned before. I've got a book somewhere and a vinyl signed by the guy that made Super Ted because it was in Cardiff Castle at the time, and we went there when we were little. And he signed a book for me, and he signed a vinyl for me as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Used to be on BBC One, didn't it?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Before the remember the Crossing the Road?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
and it was outside Cardiff Castle.
Can't remember that.
Because Spotty was going to cross the road, wasn't he? And he pulled him back.
Behind the bus, Spotty, and you had to.
All the 80s cartoons used to have like a safety message at the end, if you remember.
Weird. See, that's another stream. That's a whole other stream. Safety videos of the 80s and 90s. That cartoon scared the shit out of me for like 10 years.
Craig, if you can find that signed like comic and thing out and final, I would love to see that as well. If you like featuring the videos, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll do.
You've lost Steve. I had Samurai Pizza Cats up. Does anyone know what that is?
Yeah, I remember Samurai Pizza Cats.
I used to enjoy that. I can't remember it exactly, but I do remember I used to watch it and enjoy it. Right, what else have we got in the comments here? Gus Newton still has got his original Super Ted Teddy.
Nice.
I want a Super Ted Teddy. Oh my god. Oh, never on Raggy Dolls?
It's quite funny because I speak to people I work with who are Welsh language first. So they were brought up watching Super Ted and Fireman Sam in Welsh. So when now they're like, it just sounds really weird. I don't know how that sounds. It sounds obviously different voice actors for it. But some of the people I know in work, that's all they used to.
That's classic.
They used to love it as well. One of the guys in work tells me that because the delay between English cartoons and the Welsh ones, they're translating over like a year, taking a year to do it. By the time he's seen them on S4C, the toys are always in the discount bin. So he always used to get all the toys for Christmas and like have loads of them because they were in a discount bin by that time. And then, obviously all the English fans had bought them the year before, following Christmas.
Right. Should I go next? Just because everyone's going to know what mine is. I don't even have to read the news, do I? So obviously, my favorite cartoon of all time is Bucky O'Hare.
Never heard of it.
I'm just going to mute Q in a minute, right? So if you've been watching me for years, you would have heard me probably mention this several hundred times on my videos. So, as a kid, this was the SHIT. It was the best. I just think it's an awesome concept. You have a group of mammals fighting a group of amphibians in space. The characters are so unique. Everyone is different. You had a kick-ass, like, evil villain called Toadborg. Great heroes. Just simply, everyone is unique. Love the stories. It only lasted for 13 episodes, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I had the comics, the toys, the video game on the NES, which I run in a Tubers High School Challenge, Steve. And yeah, I was absolutely obsessed with it. I used to have like Bucky O'Hare birthday cakes and things like that. And yeah, it was just awesome to me at the time. And one of the best intros, in my opinion, in cartoon history. So that is mine. So obviously, Kieran aside, Craig and Steve, did you ever used to watch that?
No, I didn't really know about it. No, until you used to go on about it all the time. And then I digress. And then I watched, I'm sure I watched one or two. And it's something I think I would have liked. I thought it was My Little Pony.
Second place.
Was he a brawny?
I've done enough days, so I don't think it'll go down well.
Yeah,
If we get
and things
Mrs.
like that.
Retro Reclaimer back, I'm sure we get her to sing the theme. She know it.
Let me enjoy my time on my own. Don't get
Sorry.
much.
You should have done what I done. I sent mine up in the fucking attic.
I said mine's at the kitchen.
I fucking hope you haven't heard me saying that.
I know. Sorry.
Oh,
So that was one of mine. So I thought I'd go with that one for sure. I couldn't leave that out, could I? What else was there?
I can see
Like Gummy Bears. I think Dingster mentioned Gummy Bears earlier. That intro, I love that music. I could listen to that now, and that will really raise your spirits as well. Friggin' awesome.
You know what? There's only with the kids now. Like, well, my boy's 15 now. My daughter's 12. Like when he was growing up, I used to watch his cartoons. Now, there was never anything that had the same sort of feel as what we had as kids. The only one that come close was Ben 10.
yeah.
That seemed all right, Dad. Like it was quite decent. But like I said, it was never, apart from that, there was nothing at Dad. No, like a theme tune. Just the 80s, 90s cartoons were just awesome. I'm talking about theme
They were.
Shall I go into mine?
I go for it.
Theme tunes. I'm very surprised Craig didn't put this in with it. Leave that comment up a minute. Leave that comment up a minute.
I know.
Because there it is my favourite.
Awesome.
It was classic. It was great.
Mask.
That's got a good intro as well.
Extra points for those in the comments who can tell me what Mask stands for and what Venom stands for. Do any of you lot know?
No, I'm going to.
He doesn't want to know.
It was a bit before my time. My early years, I caught that. Like He-Man was just before my time as well, so I missed out on that a lot.
Well, I will say this is my favourite. I got 3 and really hard to choose between the 3, but I go in with this and no for toy lines. The toy line on this was brilliant as well.
Yeah.
I'd love to have all. I had to say just to have loads of them as a kid. Boulder Hill, everything. Denver the Last Dinosaur. And Heathcliff. Like I said, just all the theme tunes. They're just brilliant.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Steve. Here's a story. That when me and Steve used to work together in the same office, I used to have a cartoons playlist on my MP3 player, and Steve would always borrow and listen to it for hours on end while we were doing our work. So. And then for the dinosaur was on there, the last dinosaur.
And my head used to be bopping like hell round there.
Awesome, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant, man. Anyone answer the question yet? Mobile Armored Strike Command, that's Mask.
I think Incos is the first one.
And Venom now.
Don't say no, I'm not. Oh, hang on.
Vicious Evil Network of Mayhem, that's it. Well done, Adam.
Nice.
Markman, tell Deinster you're only 18, you know.
Aye. Mentally. Well, the end of that, mentally, I guess. Not quite yet. Almost the other way around, but it's because they're like here, and you know, the stress of knowing Steve in work. That's what caused it. It's all gone. So, and the work doesn't help either. But you know,
Do you remember that animated series? I think it was like the first TV animated thing, CGI, and it was based inside a computer. I think it was called like Reboot or something like that.
yeah.
That's
Reboot.
It was weird. They were like blue animated CGI characters, but I remember it coming out. It must have been early 90s, 92, something like that. And if not 92, 93, around that time, I reckon. And it was like the first CGI animated thing. It probably looks awful now. I'm sure it was called Reboot.
I don't.
It was. I remember that. I can't remember a lot of it, but were they green characters? Did you say?
Yeah, green or blue. I can't remember what it was, but it was. Yeah, it was a bit Tron based, I suppose, wasn't it?
Yes, That's a good way to explain that one. Definitely.
No, don't remember that. I tell you what,
Yeah, I remember I was in primary school. I think we used to watch that. So, Steve, did you have any other favourites there, or was that?
Oh yeah, mass. Obviously, you got He-Man. Would be He-Man Transformers. No, they're right up here. Absolutely loved them. The mad thing is, as a kid, I wasn't really that into Thundercats, but I really like it now. That makes sense. I don't know why. I watch him more now than what I did back then. Like I said, Saturday mornings were brilliant. I know Dane still remember. Used to like the Hurricanes. Just relax. I was obviously proper into football. So having a cartoon based around football used to be brilliant.
I bet.
Craig, you got a rat.
I've got a guess. Outside the door crying to come in. Nightmare.
Oh, mine's always sleeping in bed, mine is.
My work pal.
God. How old is he now, Craig?
Dog's favorite cartoon.
She's about 18 months.
God.
He's fully grown.
Shit. What do you like as pet?
Shit. Was that? You what?
I said, what do you like as pets? And you said shit.
Shit.
Perfect time in hours.
She's noisy.
The Flyer Tractor has asked, here's a question, favorite cartoon theme song? Right. There's loads I can choose from. About 5-6 years ago, I made a video called my top 10 favorite cartoon intros. Do you remember, Steve? You probably remember that because loads of people did a response to that. It's been blocked now because of companies and copyright. Oh gosh, here we go. DuckTales up there. Bucky O'Hare's definitely up there. Gummy Bears, Thundercats, Darkwing Duck is awesome theme song. One of my favorite theme music, though, it's just music and not like lyrics, is Peter Pan and the Pirates. That was an awesome music for a kid's cartoon. I love that music. That's one of my top pieces. That's been part of my intro in the past as well. So you guys, any favorite cartoon themes before we move on to Kieran's favorite cartoon?
Two for me that I listen to all the time. That not like the popular ones then. And that's Denver the Last Dinosaur. Love that intro. And Heathcliff. Love
Of course,
Heathcliff.
of course. You're going to sing him first, Steve?
No.
I liked. I've got two. One I'll come on to when I talk about the cartoons I used to watch. But one that I enjoyed the cartoon, but didn't watch it too much. But the theme song for it was brilliant. It's called Yvonne of the Yukon. I don't know if you guys will know it, but it's like dead catchy. It's like a French guy who goes sailing and he gets frozen and defrosted several hundred years later. But the song is so good.
He's playing his own back now. That's one we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs in it.
No dinosaurs in this. That's probably why I didn't like the cartoon. I just like the song. But, no, it was all right. It was all right cartoon, but yeah, the song were just really. I'm not going to sing it, but it was just dead catchy and fast, and it were good. I'm sure someone knows it.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone know what Kieran just talked about? Let us know in the comments. Craig, should we go on to your favorite intros before we go on to Kieran's favorite cartoon?
I think it's probably some of the obvious ones like DuckTales and that, the really catchy ones. Probably nothing out of the ordinary there, I suppose. Just DuckTales, Thundercats. They were probably the ones that stick in my memory most.
Yeah.
It was
that was a
awesome.
good one, Days Around the World.
It was all brilliant.
Oh, I remember Phineas Fogg, 80 Days Around the World. Weird, wasn't it?
All right. After this stream, I'm going to go onto YouTube and I'm going to put cartoon intros up, and that's it. That's the night. Right, Mr. Retro Reclaimer, favorite cartoon. I got a feeling what you're going to say. Go for it.
Yeah, I think you probably know it. There's the one I'll mention first. So I've got like two favorites, but So one of them is Transformers Armada, which for me at the time, I thought I didn't know there was any other Transformers. I just woke up one morning for school, put the telly on, and these robots were shooting each other. I thought, do you know what? This is pretty good. I like this. So I used to get up every day, purposely early, just to watch Transformers Armada. And obviously, I had no idea Transformers G1 or whatever was between those two existed. I just thought this is Transformers, and that's that. But yeah, I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. Me and my brother, we used to always wake up in the morning, watch that mega early for school, but just so we could watch it. And then we realised after a Friday coming to the Monday that there were like jumping episodes, like 2 episodes or so. So I was like, what's going on here? So I get my mum's what's on TV guide. Do you remember them? And I'm flicking through there, and I realised that 2 episodes aired on a Saturday. So I used to wake up early on a Saturday as well just to watch it. But so yeah, it's cool that you guys like Transformers, but you know, before the Transformers that I knew. So and then other ones, so mainly just stuff on Cartoon Network. So how long's Cartoon Network been going? Was that
in the UK? I think that was 90s, wasn't it? Late 90s.
Yeah, well, it'd always been there when I was there. It was always there when I was younger, but I used to watch all sorts on there. But some of the favourites were this is really sad to say, but Powerpuff Girls. It was really good. It was really good. And then there was another program called Kids Next Door. I'm guessing you won't know any of these because you'll have been working or you'll have been in uni or wherever you was.
I know them, but I've never watched them.
Yeah, but
was Johnny Bravo Cartoon Network as well around that time?
I think Johnny Bravo went to Boomerang. I think that was like some sort of spin-off of Cartoon Network or something. So I did watch Johnny Bravo, but I remember it being on a channel that I didn't have. I had Cartoon Network, but I didn't have Boomerang. Dexter's Laboratory. Do you know that one?
Yeah,
that was really good.
Yeah, I know it.
That was on Netflix a few years back now. But yeah, I love that.
Crypto the Super Dog.
Crypto, yeah, that was. I was a bit older when that came about, but
my boy used to watch it.
Yeah, I had watched it, but I think I was sort of at high school by then. But I was still watching cartoons. But definitely favorite cartoon of all time, and it was Pokemon. I think I was the perfect perfect generation for it. It was just that sort of world again, sort of as Matt, you were saying, you'd pretend you was a Power Ranger or think that you was a Power Ranger. I used to think. I was saying with Pokemon, I used to go to bed thinking, you know, how good would it be to wake up in the morning and be in that world and have a Pokemon and go and catch them all. And I think the fact that it was like a pet as well, isn't it, kind of thing that you can sort of talk to and whatever. And but then it was just the mass of merchandise and everything for it. So obviously the games, I was a huge fan of games. The cartoon I loved. I had all the toys, bags, quilt covers, everything. The Pokédex, everything was. It was just completely. It took over my life more than this COVID-19. That it was just everywhere. It was just a. I mean, it must have been a huge. I mean, it's still going now, isn't it? It's one of the most successful cartoons there ever was. But I can't watch it and enjoy it the same anymore. I've definitely I can watch the older stuff again as everyone else can, but yeah, the new stuff, well, no chance.
Yeah.
But
the original Pokemon I used to watch when I was in comprehensive school, like year 7, year 8, I think it was year 9. Used to absolutely love it, Kieran. We'd go home every day. And that was the first thing me and my best friend Louise would put on. We'd watch that. Awesome. The theme song is great. I've got a request, Kieran. Go on. Well, Steve?
Didn't it start on Saturday mornings on CITV?
Possibly. I can't remember. I remember watching on Sky One, I think.
Yeah, Sky One. I think. Yeah, I used to watch it on Sky One. I think that's sort of where it went to.
Kieran, you like doing some voices of Pokemon. Can you give us your Squirtle impression, please?
Squirtle. Squirtle.
Yeah.
They just said the name, didn't they? Squirtle. Is that good enough?
you did it in one of your intros, your funny random intros you have on your videos a while back.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know which one you mean. Yeah. It just sort of pops up at the end.
I missed a lot of the comments here.
Will say, know that what Dean said just put up, Sharky and George. That theme tune is
you
listen to that once and it's stuck in your head for hours.
Yeah.
Sharky and George, Grandma's love the sea.
I started the Pokemon one around like 5-10 years earlier. Because I think it's franchises that have been around the whole from when I was a teenager onwards, but I just missed it. And it's one of those I think I could really have got into. But I got curtains which I bought drunk on eBay one weekend. And but I'm not a Pokemon fan. I got the games for the Game Boy, but I don't think I've ever completed any of them. It's one of those franchises I think I'd really have enjoyed, but I missed it. So I got no nostalgia for it. It's just that couple of years too late, unfortunately for me.
Craig, another one that haven't been mentioned. I know you would like it as well. We probably would have been about 12, 13 at the time. Brave Star.
Yeah, Brave Star was good. They were all those types of things. Brave Star, Visionaries, those types of things were all quite. It was all quite dark, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what messed up, Steve. We didn't have Powerpuff Girls.
No, we are Gem. We did, but didn't we?
Yeah, Gem. Holograms. Everything was hologram mad, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I used to watch our regular.
Yeah.
And the original K-Bears because my sister.
K-Bears. Oh, back in the day. That was awesome.
Because of your sister, that's a lie.
You are one thing I did used to watch because of my sister, and the theme tune is amazing. Was Raggy Dolls.
Yeah, I think
things Raggy Dolls.
It's a bit like this now, isn't it?
Steve and Craig, were you too old to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark and Even Indiana, or did you ever watch those live action shows on was it ITV or CBBC or BBC back in the day?
I can't remember watching it, but I know of it. No. One live action one that I really used to like was Wolf and Michelangelo.
Yeah,
remember Michelangelo?
That was mentioned in the comments earlier somewhere.
Who was it? The main guy in Michelangelo. It was somebody quite. Didn't he go on to do some kind of films and things after it as well?
I think so. They had two different actors, didn't they?
Oh, right.
It was the original one was like a blonde-haired boy, I think. I think they brought a different Angelo in.
Yeah, that was it.
And Wolf used to be brilliant. The boy used to change into a dog.
I can remember that. It was the intro when he was walking past the car and he came out as a dog on the other side.
Yeah, and his clothes were just like on the floor or something.
Yeah. Nath Retro One saying there's a YouTube channel where they get cartoon voice actors to read out movie scripts in the voice of cartoon characters. It's hilarious. What is that channel, Nath? Because that would be something I ought to check out. Seems good.
Somewhat like Lord of the Rings as well. I could run it.
Can you imagine?
Well, I think we're going to have to shoot soon, boys. Eddie and Jay's on soon, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so quickly, should we say then, what is your favourite childhood game show?
Yes.
Okay, try to start quickly then. Funhouse. Used to love that.
Yeah.
Funhouse, whole lot of fun. Prizes to be won. I'm skipping nothing ever again after this, so. Anyone used to watch that? You used to watch that, guys? Anyone?
Yeah. Brilliant.
Hap Snap and the Twins.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's mine. So moving on in. Next. Let's go to Kieran. Kieran, go for it.
Favorite games, probably 50-50. I don't know if did your kids watch that? I don't know. 50-50. They were like there were a load of. It's like a stadium. There's a blue team and a yellow team, and they've got to do different challenges. It usually involves like slime and whatever. But yeah, that was sort of fun. But didn't have much time to think about that one though, because it was like this afternoon, wasn't it? But I used to watch another program called Endurance as well. Have you ever heard of that? That was a bit earlier for me. It was like they were either Chinese or Japanese or something, but it was called Endurance, and it was just a silly, sort of similar game show, but more adults just competing, and again, gunge and slime and falling over. Total Wipeout style of a show.
This is why we invited Kieran on tonight, because he's a bit younger than us, so he'd be a different era for the cartoons, TV shows, and game shows and stuff. So
Good.
And probably says more about our age, really, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
Craig, go for it. What's that?
Was that Steve?
I said me and Craig are older than you, Matt.
You are.
I know we done lucky. I know we done lucky, but we are.
I'll shape up one day after Christmas, and you'll see how many years I shed. Okay, so I got a wig as well or something.
Yeah.
It's Craig's favorite childhood game show.
I think we mentioned a load of them, like Crystal Maze and things like that were brilliant. Strike It Lucky, Michael Barrymore was just random. It wasn't good. It was a crap idea, but it was one of the ones you watched at like Catchphrase and like a family show, wasn't it? But for me, as a kid, I think, and this one probably a lot of you didn't watch, was one called I think it was called Kickstart, which was like a trials bike.
Yeah, with the trials bikes with Dougie Lampkin.
Dougie Lampkin, yeah. Dougie Lampkin was like the hero, and he was basically, it was like an assault course, but on motorbikes, and they just literally bounced all these logs and everything else. And he had the theme tune as well. The theme tune on it was spot on, really good. But that was plastic. That was the one, I think, as a kid, I was like, I want to be able to do that. And I love motorbikes anyway. And yeah, just, I think that's part of where my passion for bikes came from, that TV show. It was just everyday kids doing it as well. It was amazing.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, I was going to say that. I was going to give 2 honourable mentions and end my one.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kickstart was brilliant. The stuff they used to do on our Craig, when it was amazing. You could like hopping up through rivers onto rocks and onto like little logs and wood and that. Brilliant.
Barrels and everything, yeah. Bonkers.
Second honourable mention was the original Catchphrase with Roy Walker.
Yeah.
Just do what you see. Absolute brilliant. But number one for me, I still watch on YouTube now. Pop quiz. The presenter was Gordon Burns. Anyone know the show?
I don't even know who that is.
There was an assault course in it at the end.
There's a what?
There was an assault course in it at the end. Used to have 4 contestants, I think.
Krypton Factor?
Huh?
Krypton Factor?
Yeah, that's it. The Krypton Factor. To love that.
Never seen that.
Oh, and another honourable mention. Got to be to old Bob Holness. Blockbusters.
Blockbuster, yeah. And Going for Gold. Going for Gold. A great theme tune.
Was it Henry Kelly that had, didn't he? Because we're going for gold.
That's it.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, big break as well.
Big break.
God. I used to like him. Oh, talking of I forgot his name.
Jim David.
Jim David. Do you remember up the elephant and round the castle?
No.
It's on YouTube. I used to love it. Up the elephant round the castle. Brilliant. He's in his very early 20s.
Sounds a bit dodgy, that does.
No, oh God, it's brilliant. Jim London is his character name, innit?
Never heard of it.
That's one to Google later on.
Oh God, so does you watch one episode, the intro, and you know what it is, honestly.
Yeah.
brilliant.
Man.
Awesome.
God, I can't believe how quick I went.
What time is it?
Steve, I was expecting to say bullseye, actually.
Oh, Bullseye was amazing as well.
Let's have a look and see what you could have won.
Yeah.
God,
Still with the
maybe
speedboat.
some fucker from Barnsley winning a fucking boat.
Oh, dear me. Okay,
Oh,
so did you say there's a live stream happening somewhere else at the moment?
yeah, Eddie and Jay.
Eddie and Jay. Okay, so do you want to stop it in, then, guys, or do you want to carry on a little bit, or?
Yeah. We'll,
Yeah,
I'm happy to,
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, thank you both for joining us. Also on this live stream, it's the highest number of viewers we've had so far. I think it was like 24 at one point, so that's quite good for us, Steve. So
yeah, very
go on.
good. Especially when they can't understand us.
Say again, sorry. Oh, they can't understand us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're not subscribed to Goodwin's Place or Retro Reclaimer, definitely go and do that. And please leave a like on the video. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Loads of people have joined in tonight, so really appreciate that, guys. Some of your comments are way too fast for me to keep up with, so if I haven't highlighted anything cool, I'm sorry. I'll try and feature you next time. But yeah,
Great.
thanks both. And that's quite good. I like your little tricks on the camera, Craig. Very, very good. You're gonna have to share those secrets. I want to try that.
new toy.
Next, now we'll be naked then.
Make it a dog. That's just weird. Yeah.
Kieran, we apologize if you didn't understand 90% of the shows we were talking about in the films, but maybe something for you to check out,
And we apologize if you don't understand 90% of what we said anyway.
Yeah, I was just in my own world. No, some of it, especially like the cartoons, I sort of knew of at least. But yeah, some of the TV series and whatever from before the 90s, so I've got no idea. So, but at least I understood the cartoons.
Cheers out.
Yeah, thanks for the comments and stuff, and thank you both for joining us.
Love that, boys. Love that.
That was fun. Steve, I don't know if we'll have time, but Colin did ask earlier, are we going to do a Christmas special? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
The two Ronnies do one every year, don't they?
Ah?
The two Ronnies do one every year. We got now.
I think the Ronnies will let themselves go a bit.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see if we do a Christmas live stream. I probably Christmas related, I'm guessing. Maybe our favorite Christmas movies. Christmas games.
Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas theme songs, music, carols, all that stuff. Steve will give you a rendition of Fairy Tale of New York.
Oh, no. Before we go, I gotta say, my favorite Christmas song can never get played on the radio anymore.
No.
And I'm fucking gutted about it. Do you know what I'm gonna say, Craig?
Yeah. Stupid, isn't it?
Christmas rock and roll. Fucking gutted. Because of Gary Glitter.
Right.
Oh, I thought about Fairy Tale of New York, not bloody Gary Glitter.
I was thinking Fairy Tale.
I was thinking that as well.
You're on your own with Gary Glitter, mate.
Remember the song? The song was brilliant. Christmas rock and roll.
No, I don't know that one. I know Shaking Steve.
Oh, Shaking Steve.
I'll leave you content for your next stream.
Cheers, Cal. Cheers, Deanstar. Cheers, Adam.
Favorite Christmas present, Steve. We can do that as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay then, guys, I'll end the broadcast there. So thanks once again to our special guest, Retro Reclaimer and Goodwin's Place.
Thank you.
Cheers again to that guy, Steve there. Yeah. And thank you everyone for watching. We'll catch you next time. Boom. See you soon. I have to be in there. I gotta stop doing this, and I really have, Oh yeah. Gun. Smoke. That's no classic. Right. Any final comments, Retro Reclaimer or Craig?
Nothing for me. Thank you for having us on. Really enjoyed that. It was a bit of a trip down memory lane. There's so many things you just don't remember until somebody sparks and you just come up with loads then. So, yeah, cheers, guys.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just watching, guys. And like I said, it's 1-1. Once we start working on it, I think we could have kept going for another 5 hours with the stuff.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Well, maybe we could do a part 2. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Might need more Strongbow. I run out quite early.
Yeah.
Okay. Kieran, any final comments, or are you good?
Yeah, there's a few things we were talking about which I didn't quite understand or whatever, but no, I enjoyed it. So yeah, it's good. It's good fun. At least we could talk about Powerpuff Girls and Power Rangers and Pokemon. So it's a win.
They all begin with that P as well, so that's quite interesting.
Yeah, must mean something.
Right, and cheers all. We'll catch you next time. Boom.
Cheers, thanks for watching.